between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. That's caught. It's Mims. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Big fella moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner is stopped. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Release to the back. He's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Sun Devils are on the move. They go to the ground. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason Listen, they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And now on second down for this offense.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Using his legs, it's Mims. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. South Alabama was able to finish off a close one inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running free. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, what a cut! He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and not enough to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Was looking for a... more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The give from the gun. Takes it the other way. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. To the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off play action on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. A great catch and run for 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The give to the tailback. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against him a little. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets open down the middle. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Hard running there. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He leaves it with his back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Turning it on!
versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Arkansas State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Jonesboro. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are. As the teams there continue to jockey.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Looking for space. It's Mims. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a pass to Marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hand off from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Breaks the tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, whether it's play calling or whether it's the quarterback's decision-making, they're playing it way too safe. They can't dink and dunk and win this game. At this point, you've got to take shots.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Makes the grab. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Mims. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wants to throw on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Mims. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal foul in overtime is just hard to explain. They want to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Trying play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
And there's so many targets to focus on. It's so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting this out.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Touchdown, Ole Miss! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.